town of Princeton. I was there with my family just the other day, and there was this gentleman. He would obviously needed some medical attention. You could see that. And as we parked the car, he staggered and he fell on the sidewalk and he hit his nose, and his nose started to bleed. What would you guys do if you saw that? Because you know what happened? Everybody who was on the sidewalk just walked right past him. It didn't help him. Once I saw that, I got out of the car, I picked him up, I led him to a chair at Panera Bread's right there, sat him in the chair, saw he needed medical attention, and I called 911 and the police came, and an ambulance came. So I saw a chance to give kindness to somebody who other people were ignoring. Now, who would stop and help that man? Raise your hand if you'd stop and help him. Yeah, we all would help him, right? And you know why? It feels good. It's the right thing to do to help people. And that's, I feel really good when I get the chance to help somebody. Say your friend and you are walking around the neighborhood and he tells you to do something that you don't want to do. Okay, say, hey, let's throw this rock and hit that car. Or let's do something that you don't want to do. Okay, is he being a leader?
No.
No, he's not, because he's not leading with kindness. He's not showing anybody respect. Definitely not somebody's property. So we don't want to follow that type of leader. We don't want to follow blindly. Okay, you have the right to stand up and say, no, that's not the right thing to do. So make sure that we pick our leaders properly and we don't follow leaders the wrong way, okay?
Yeah, and I just want to add to that, you know, even if it's your best friend, your BFF, right? You still want to say to that person, I'm not going to do that. That's not a good choice. And if you feel uncomfortable saying it to the person, then let an adult know, the closest adult to you, that your friend is thinking about not making a good choice or is making a bad choice and you really need help. Because sometimes it's hard to say things to your friend because, you know, sometimes we feel uncomfortable doing that, and that's okay, but don't do nothing. Ask an adult for help. That's a really important thing to do.
That's a real uncomfortable situation to be in, but your friend's not showing you any respect. You know, but you can get your friend out of it by saying, you know what, sorry, that's I love helping people. I love being a leader, so that's why I became a police officer. I wrote some words down, and I also heard them spoken here about some things that are very important in being a leader, because with being a good leader is a lot of responsibility, and that's one word we need to understand. You need to be able to be responsible to be a leader, because we have some leaders that think they're leaders, but they're not very responsible, and we'll get into that later. So responsibility is a big thing. You have to be willing to take on responsibility. Yes?
Can we call you Mr. J?
You sure can. Okay, Mr. J, Officer Flanders, whatever you're comfortable calling me is fine, okay? So responsibility is a big part about being a leader. You have to be willing to take responsibility, okay? Also, honesty. You have to be honest. You want people to be able to follow you. You have to be an honest person. And one of my biggest things that I think you should do when you lead is you lead with kindness. Okay, everybody's a person. Okay, everybody here are their own individuals that have their own stories and go home to their own homes and have their own things going on. You treat people with respect, and you treat people with kindness wherever you go in life. And if you do that, you're going to be a very good leader. You understand that? Because at the end of the day, it's how we treat people in this world that's the most important. It doesn't matter our job titles. It doesn't matter what fancy cars we end up driving. It doesn't matter how fancy our bicycles are. It's how we treat people that really matters in this world. And if we treated everybody with kindness, the world would be a lot better place. So lead with kindness. Treat people as people. Did you ever hear the term, to get respect, you have to give respect? We do, have to do things that can be seen as not helping people. So it is a challenge. The first time I had to arrest one of my friends because he was doing something wrong. And I just can't say, oh, you're my friend, you're breaking the law, you can go. No, I took an oath to protect people in the community. Even if it's a friend doing something wrong, I had to make an arrest. And that was very difficult for me to do, but you have to do it.
Did you do it?
Oh, yes, I did it. And you know what? I arrested him with respect. I talked to him, I mentored him, and he's doing great today. He made a mistake, but he worked past the mistake.
But did he get out of jail?
Yes, he did. He did. But it's difficult when you start being a police officer. It is. Some people will really like you and respect you. Other people misunderstand you and don't like you. And you have to work through that. And even though you run up against somebody who doesn't like you, you have to treat them with respect. And hopefully they will eventually understand where I am, and they'll end up respecting me. Yes?
Yesterday I went to Boston. I was coming back from Boston, and we needed some, we went to Chipotle in Boston, and the people which were serving didn't understand. We had to keep on telling them, stop.
Very good. Yes?
Do you need help when you're struggling, or does someone just do it for you?
Well, we have other police officers. We're like 85 people.